Guys, and welcome to the Sciences Focus. Tonight we explore one of the most pressing environmental challenges: how to remove petroleum hydrocarbons from contaminated soil and water. Joining news, engineering Alexis, one of the authors of a recent study that reviews different removal strategies. Welcome to the injuries. Thank you, it's a pleasure to be here. Let's begin with the basic. Why is petroleum hydrocarbon contamination such a serious issue? The hydrocarbons are toxic, carcinogenic, and mutagenic. They affect not only soil health, but also human health and agriculture and ecosystems. Their presence in soil reduces fertility and microbial diversity, and they even interfere with plant growth and water quality. That's alarming. How do these contaminate and up in the environment? Mainly due to human activities such as oil spills, industrial process, and even accidents during transportation and storage. For example, 16 million gallons of crude oil were spilled in the Kuwait during the Gulf War. Your paper discusses different cleanup methods. Could you briefly explain the physical and chemical strategies? Certainly, physical methods like incineration and thermal desorption use high temperatures to destroy contamination. Floating and ultrasonication use physical process to separate oil from the earth. Uh, Chemical methods involve using oxidants and surfactants to break down hydrocarbons. However, these methods are expensive, energy intensive, and can generate secondary pollution. So, what's the alternative? Is there a more sustainable approach? Of course, bioremediation. It uses microorganisms to naturally degrade the hydrocarbons. It is eco-friendly, cost-effective, and does not leave harmful residues. Microbes can either be a stimulation to work faster, called biostimulation, or we can introduce new ones in the methods called biomeditation. Can plants help too? Absolutely. That's phytoremediation. Certain plants absorb or break down pollution through their roots and leaves. It's slower than microbial methods that useful in certain conditions. How effective are microbial methods compared to physical ones? It's very good. Since it does not produce secondary pollution, it helps the ecosystem with the plants and animals. It does not pollute the water and it does not require high energy use. It is eco-friendly. Fascinating are the limitations to bioremediation. Yes, it's slower and depend on several environmental factors such as temperature, pH, salinity, nutrients ability, and oxygen level. If conditions are ideal, microbial activity drops, but scientists are now working on genetically modified bacteria to speed up the process. So, in your opinion, should governments and industries shift focus to bioremediation? Definitely, it's the most sustainable solution we have. Physical and chemical methods are good for emergencies, but in the long term, bioremediation is key to restoring ecosystem safely and economically. Before we end, what is the future hold for this field? We need to discover new microbial strains, develop better biosurfactants, and understand the genetic pathways involved in the biodegradation. With smart research and investment, we can make pollutants soil fertile again. Thank you for sharing your insight. Thank you, it was a pleasure. Today we talk about something very important. How smart living things called microorganisms can help clean pollution from oil. This is called bioremediation. Oil is a big problem. It can happen in the ocean, rivers, on land. When oil goes into the water or soil, it hurts animals, plants, and people. It is hard to clean, but now we have helps from nature. Microorganisms like bacteria and fungi are very small. We cannot see them with our eyes, but they can eat oil. When they eat the oil, they turn into these safe things like water and carbon dioxide. That means the pollution goes away in natural way. This method has many good things. First, it's friendly to the environment. It does not use strong chemicals. It works with naturals. Second, it is not very expensive. Other methods to clean oil would need big machines and lots of money. But bioremediation is cheaper. Also, it is easy to use in many places, in water, soil, and even in deep ground. Scientists are working hard to feed the best microorganisms with the job. They also try to make them work faster and better. This is important for places where there is a lot of oil pollution. In my opinion, this is a very good solution and helps the planet, it helps the people, and use the power of nature to fix the problem made by people and humans, and it helps and animals and plants, and it helps ecosystem. So when we think about in the future, we should remember even the small life can do big thing. Thank you for your watching, and let's keep learning how science and nature can work together to project our world.